Hello, how has your day been? Let me begin by saying thank you very much for opting to participate in our study. My name is Jason Arisa, and I'll be running the session with you today. At the most, this should take no more than 20 minutes to run through. I'd like to first give a brief introduction of the purpose behind this testing. The purpose of today's study is to test the functionality and navigation of Craigslist. We are researchers from Purdue University, and our goal is to test Craigslist to see how new coming users such as yourself may fare trying to accomplish tasks, search, and make transactions on the current site. Please keep in mind that you do not have to complete all of what we asked of you today, and that there are no right or wrong answers to the questions we have prepared for you. We are testing Craigslist, not you. You can quit at any time. Before we get into the main part of this study, we need to verify your consent. After hearing about our project and testing, please confirm your consent to being recorded.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I also like to mention that we will not be sharing your personal name from the data we collect today. Now that we have gotten through what we need to get this study going, let's move on. Before we start with the task, I will ask you some basic questions. What is your gender?
Female,
How old are you?
21.
21. Are you a Purdue student?
Yes.
Do you have a personal computer or PC?
Yes.
What year are you in Purdue?
I'm a senior.
Okay. How much experience do you have with Craigslist?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. Do you have experience with alternative transaction and job search sites?
No.
No? Okay. Thank you. So, okay, let's look at the homepage now. Do you have any question before we begin?
No.
So when you look at the Craigslist, right, please describe 5 options or functions you can do on the Craigslist homepage. If you can name all of them.
I can search on this website. I can look at the calendars,
Yes.
and there are many categories I can choose from. And I can also change the languages that I want.
Change the language.
Yes.
Do you have one more?
I can also create an account and create a posting.
Okay, thank you. Give me one moment to take note of this.
Okay.
So, is there anything you do not know what it is or what it does?
No.
No? Okay. So, is there anything that stands out to you that you like or dislike?
I like how everything is categorized. For example, in the community section, it is categorized with activities and everything. And for housing, everything just kind of complements the category that it is in. I like the simplicity of it.
Yes.
Everything is in blue, so it's pretty visually appealing. But I feel like it's kind of boring to look at just because there's no pictures or graphics.
Yes. And no pictures.
Yeah.
So we're going to do your first task in Craigslist, but beforehand, we will first test the navigation to find a designated computer part using Craigslist categories. Before that, how difficult do you think each of these will be on a scale of 1, very difficult, to 5, very easy?
Maybe a 3 because I don't use Craigslist that often.
Okay, so it's gonna be 3. And then we like your opinion on what you see right now. Walk us through your opinion on how Craigslist navigation is structured. What do you feel work and what do you think it doesn't?
I think, can you repeat the question, please?
Yes. So, oh, my bad. So I think you can try to look for the computer part now. And
Okay.
I'm going to ask you some questions after you're done.
Well, from what I see,
Yes.
there's different devices that go onto a computer. For
Mm.
example, they're selling a PC for $850.
Yeah.
They're also selling like other equipments that belong to the components of a computer.
Mm.
But aside from that, I feel like it's kind of vague on what they offer.
I see. Okay, thank you so much.
And there's like only like 3 items on sale
Mm.
compared to Amazon or any other website.
Mm-mm. Okay, so it's like you have done the navigation, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me, please describe how confident you feel in navigating Craigslist categories after observing the page and walking us through how you think it's structured?
I would say I'm moderately confident.
I see.
Yeah.
Because is there like a search bar or stuff that can help you?
There is. That's
I
why I like how it's simple, where you can just type
Mm.
up something and then it goes to you.
Okay. And then because we already saw you doing the navigation and stuff, we're gonna ask you some questions again.
Okay.
So did you find the site easy to navigate?
Yeah.
Okay. Did the options you select bring you the results you expect?
No.
No? And then from there, go ahead and find like any computer parts you want using the Craigslist category this time. And then you can go back to the homepage and then you can look for the computer part.
There it is.
Oh, I think it's in for sale.
Ah, okay. This
Yes.
one. Oh, this one has a lot more variety.
Mm. So were the results you received satisfactory?
Yes.
Was it easy to find what you were searching for with the options you were given?
Yes.
Okay. So after we have done everything, how difficult was this task on a scale of 1 for very difficult to 5 for very easy?
Very easy.
Very easy?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, great. Now I like to have you return to the Craigslist homepage. Thank you so much. And then we can move on into searching.
Yes.
So I will ask you something. We will now test the search bar to once again find designated computer parts. How difficult do you think each of these will be on a scale of 1 very difficult to 5 very easy?
Probably a 3 again.
3 again?
Yeah.
Okay. So we wish for you to attempt to find a Core i7 CPU through Craigslist search bar while intentionally misspelling what you're looking for.
Core, can you say it again?
Core, C-O-R-E, i7 CPU. But this time, yes, like you have to make typo.
Oh, there's no results if
There's
I make
no
a
result.
typo. Yeah.
So like I'm gonna ask you a question like, was the search bar able to find satisfactory results with fake information?
No.
Could it recognize and work with typos?
No,
No.
it can't.
Okay, I will take that note first. And then now make the same attempt with the search bar, but now by searching with more specific keywords or direct name.
Oh. More results popped up.
More results pop up?
Yeah.
So did the search get exactly the result you asked for?
Yes, but to a certain extent.
Okay. What do you mean with the certain extent?
I feel like there should be more on here, but from what I'm seeing, there's only like 13, well, 14 options.
I see.
Yeah.
And then did Craigslist have like give fitting alternative in the event if it could find anything?
No.
No? Okay, thank you so much. I will take note of that for a little bit. And then after we have done with everything, right? How difficult was this on a scale of 1 for very difficult to 5 for very easy?
I would say 4.
4?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Then, so we're going to our third category, which is about returning. And we will next test the capability to return to previously navigated pages on Craigslist using the site timeline. So before we do the activity, how difficult do you think each of these will be on a scale of 1 very difficult to 5 very easy?
I'll say 3 again.
3 again?
Yeah.
Okay. So starting from a seller product page, you can please click one of the page.
Just any?
Yeah, you can select one of the product page, and then, so this is what we call a seller product page in Craigslist. So can you find this means to return to Craigslist homepage without using the back buttons?
Personally, I'm not really familiar with Craigslist, but I can try. I went back to the homepage.
Oh, what did you press?
I just clicked Indianapolis.
Indianapolis?
But this makes the search range more broad.
I think because you also changed the location, right?
Yeah, I changed the location.
Okay, I can show you something. Like, can you go back with the back button?
Yeah.
So if you want to go back to the homepage, you have to go through here. Wait, there should have been one, but there's like always a button here where you can just select it, and then you go back to, I will show you. Yeah, like this one.
Oh.
So it will bring you back to the home page, or like return to a previous page you have. And then, do you think the means to return to the home page is easy enough to find?
No, not at all.
Okay. And then you can return to the previous product page and try to return directly to the computer parts page.
There it is.
There it is?
Yeah.
Okay. So you finally know how to use it with the thing I told you. So did you receive the result you expect?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, great. So before we move on to the next task, I will take note of the remaining things.
Okay.
Great. Okay, let's move on. So at this time, at the product page, like this product page, you can check there are several filter options and then select a product list. Once there, see if you can return to the product page in a way that retains your chosen filter. Remember to not use the back button.
Okay, so for filter wise, I'm going to put posted today.
Yes.
And has image.
I see.
And no results came up.
No results came up?
Yeah.
Is it okay if you try to unclick the post today?
Oh.
And you just have the has image?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you can select the one of the product and you can try to return it back. Okay. So was it easy to pick apart the method to return to the previous page while retaining any filter options you set up?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you explain why?
I felt like with one click of a button, it just took me back to the page where I was able to search for other tools and other items that I want to purchase, and it still has the filter that I selected. So with that button clicked, it still stayed with the filter that didn't change. And I see. That's why I felt like it worked well. Okay.
So we'll be moving into the next category, contacting the seller. So first, I like to ask you, how difficult do you think its task will be on a scale of 1 very difficult to 5 very easy to contact the seller?
I'll give it a 2.
2? Okay. So starting from the product page, attempt to navigate the page and contact the seller. So you can select one of the product.
Okay. I'll just select the one I originally chose.
Yes.
And
you can try to look how to contact the person, like the seller.
okay. I don't see an option.
You don't see an option?
Mhm.
It's okay. So I'm gonna show you how you can contact the user, like the seller, by going to the reply button. Sometimes it show, yeah, and then you can see there show email. So this is how you contact the seller, but you don't recognize it, right?
Yeah.
So from there, I'm going to ask you a question. So can you describe the level of efficiency you would label Craigslist way of letting users contact a seller?
I would say it's a little bit inefficient. Not everyone is going to know that you can just contact them directly through a reply button. Normally, I think it's more efficient if they just provide the email and the contact information and just label it in a clear way for us to see. I feel like that would be more efficient. So consumers like me wouldn't have to look extra hard to find that option.
Okay. So finally, that's the end of everything. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to volunteer to test with us. Your feedback will be extremely helpful as we move through this project. Before we end things, I'd like to ask if you have any question about anything we have done so far or the project itself.
I do not have any questions.
Okay, awesome. Okay, looks like we're all wrapped up here. Thank you again for your participation. If